Okay, let's get started.
Ghosts are real. That much I know.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. So you can see from the title, today's video is going to be my spoiler-free review of Evil Dead Rise. I was invited to the press screening here in Puerto Rico on Wednesday. Thank you so much to Warner Bros. For the invitation. I almost died when I got that email. It was surreal. I'm very grateful for these opportunities, and I cannot still believe it that I was invited by Warner Bros. I'm very happy about it. So since I got the chance to watch it before it got released on Friday, that means that I am not allowed to say any spoilers, since if you have been in my channel for a long time, you know that all my reviews are with spoilers. But for this one, I have to do it spoiler free. I can talk about spoilers 2 weeks from now. So if you guys are interested in hearing all the spoilers and more in depth, like I did with Scream 6, you guys need to let me know to see if it's worth for me to do that video. But for now, you guys will be receiving here a spoiler free review. I'm going to be very light. I will not be giving way too many details. I will be talking a little bit about what has been already released by the marketing team of the film, that it's like the teasers and the trailers, but anything that is not there I will not be talking about, because of course it will be considered a spoiler. So just leaving that, I cannot go that deep into the film because I am not allowed. But saying all that disclaimer, let's get into the video. Now, Evil Dead Rise is directed by Lee Cronin, and it follows a twisted tale of two stranded sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. The film is 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's very short, but I kind of felt that it was a little bit longer. To give a spoiler-free summary, I'm basing myself on what has been shown already onto the trailers. We have these two sisters. We have Ellie and Beth. Beth is the mother of the 3 children that we see on the trailer, and Beth is the one that is coming to visit. Now, Ellie lives with her 3 children into this very old and creepy building. Instead of being a cabin in the middle of the woods where the group ends trapped, in this case is going to be the apartment and the building. That is going to be the setting for the majority of the film. Now, like is seen on the Green Band trailer, actually we can see when Ellie gets possessed. This is not a spoiler. She's literally the face of the marketing, the whole thing. Here you have in pictures, she's the face of it. So of course we know that she's going to be possessed. This basically happens just like is shown on the trailer, but what I'm going to say is that if you think that you saw too much because of the trailers, you're wrong. The trailers, they don't show a thing, and that is the good part. That means that when you're watching it, you're gonna get a lot of surprises, something that I truly enjoy. I think that they did a fantastic job with the editing of everything, because the trailer doesn't give away nothing. Of course, it comes with a lot of surprises. And once she gets possessed and they get trapped into an apartment like is shown, this is when the whole thing starts. Of course, the book has already been read. We see that it's going to be on a record player, just like on the original. The film has some Easter eggs from other films of the franchise, something that if you have seen them, of course, you're going to recognize them. If not, if this is your first time watching an Evil Dead film, that's completely fine. You're not going to feel lost at all. If you are a diehard fan of the franchise, you're going to, on the spot, you're going to recognize them so quickly. And I think that they were, all of them, brilliant. Some of them are a little bit more obvious than others. They were brilliant. They need, of course, to survive by dawn, because of course we know how this works. You're gonna have to fight it until dawn, when basically the entity is going to disappear in a sense. And that's essentially the film. Like, it's nothing new in terms of the concept of the franchise, but it brings a new setting. Instead of being in the middle of the woods, is an apartment, but I think that works pretty well. Now, into the things I like at first, the acting. They did a fantastic job, the whole cast. The sisters. Ellie's actress, that is Alyssa Sutherland, that woman, she did a fantastic job. And the kids, I think that they also did such a good job. Like, they all, like, seriously fantastic. Second thing is the gore. I read that they use highly amounts of blood, and like a lot, and I was very surprised because I was like, they used a lot when they did the remake, so how the hell they're going to do it here? It was brilliant. All the practical effects are amazing. We were the whole group, that we are like 20 something critics that we were watching the film. We were all like, ooh, like, you can feel it. Like, seriously, it feels and looks so real and so creative. Like, they get very, very creative with like the ways that they harm others along on the film. Hella creative. So I don't know who the hell was the one behind the ideas, but they did a fantastic job here. Now, the film, I feel that this is something that I enjoy a lot, is a mix between how serious the remake was and how funny and goofy is the original. Because the Evil Dead from 2013 is very serious. Like, you don't not going to laugh at any point. Here we laughed. Like, at some points they're funny. Like, I don't know if they intended for them being actually funny. They feel campy, but you're going to laugh because if you are a fan of Evil Dead, this is something that you could be expecting already on the film. But it's not something that is shown on the trailer. So when those goofy parts and like that tone appears, like, it's very subtle. Like, it's not like it takes a whole scene of it. Like, they're very subtle, but it's amazing because it's like, oh, haha, and it was like, oh, like, it's a switch so perfectly made. And it's a balance, because it's not like Marvel films that they need to put a joke every 10 to 15 minutes in order for this scene to be good. No, here we have some moments, like little moments. There was a specific scene that one of the girls was doing something, and the guy that was behind me, he said, "This is why I'm so glad I do not have kids." We all started to laugh because it's like, yeah, this is kind of the moment where I am grateful that I don't have kids and this thing is not happening to me. So I think that they did a pretty good job also with that balance between having a little bit of fun, but also getting into the gory, very creepy, dark side of the franchise. They did a very good job. The soundtrack, of course, they did such a good job with that. Like, I really like the soundtrack. The only thing that I actually dislike it is the pacing. I felt that the film was a little bit slower than what I was kind of expecting. Like, in my opinion, it took a little bit too long to get to the point of action. Like, I was expecting it to be more fast-paced, or, I don't know, a little bit more intense from the very beginning. Like, it took some time to build up, but once it did, it's brutal and it's amazing. But in my opinion, it took a little bit too long. And also, I will have changed the opening of the film, although it was such a good scene. I would have changed it because I kind of feel that gives away the ending. And I don't know, like, I would have just twisted things a little bit so that the ending is not that obvious. But still, I think it's a pretty good and intense scene because it sets the tone for the rest of it. But I would have changed it 100% how it was like placed into the film. But for the rest, I think that the film is very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I had such a good time. Like I said, it was hella creepy, intense, but then it was a little bit funny, but once again, very intense, but without missing like a mark or like taking you out of the tension. Like I said, it's very subtle, simple, and I don't think that in their minds they were like, we want to make people laugh. Like, no, maybe they thought, We want to add a little bit of the goofy and how the campy stuff of the original, but without missing or essence of being creepy and dark like the remake, because this one of course is more like the remake rather than the original. So if you like it, the remake, you're going to like this one. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything for me to say. Like the director Lee Cronin, he did a very, very good job. Like I left the theater and I was still in shock with what I saw. Like I was still processing everything because it's so good. So this is a must watch. Go and watch it this weekend on theaters. You don't want to miss it. It's a very good film. Like I said, you don't need to watch the other ones in order to watch this one, but it will be a must for you to understand the Easter eggs, because like I said, for fans who have seen these films for years already, you're going to recognize them on the spot. I really like it, the design of the book. Here the book looks different from the other films, and I think that it looks very, very good and hella creepy. But well, I think that this has been all for this spoiler-free review. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below when you watch it. What do you thought about this film? Did you like it? You didn't? So far, I haven't heard or seen anyone saying something bad about it. Like, we all enjoyed the film. Like, we all agree that the film was very good and intense and fun. Like, it's very, very enjoyable. So you're gonna have a very good time this weekend if you go and watch it. But well, this has been all for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. That is going to be my first reaction to the trailer of Insidious The Red Door. That trailer came out on Wednesday. I will be posting the reaction tomorrow so that you guys can enjoy today this spoiler-free review. But well, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Bye.
It's real. That much I know.